Hi, I'm Ernie Medina with TRB, and I want to talk a little bit about knowing where you are in your training, knowing your skill set level. And what I mean by that is really understanding, whether it be with rifle, pistol, or whatever platform, knowing at what step or gauge you are in your training. Let's take, for example, pistol. If I'm a CCW holder, things that are concerning to me as far as speed and efficiency would be a holster draw. I want to know how quick and efficient I can draw that firearm out of the holster. So one thing that I want to know is I want to know my time, and I want to know that I can be on target in that time. Well, if I never practice and I never gauge my time, I'll never know. I'll think that I'm faster than perhaps I really am. Or I might actually be on the other side of that and be overcritical. I might think that I'm slower than I really am, or some variation thereof. So one thing that would be important for me is to gauge my time. So if I'm at a 2-second holster draw, say from concealment, then I know that's where I am. Now, it's on me to decide what my standard is. So if I'm happy at 2 seconds, then, well, there you go. Okay, but if I am not happy at 2 seconds, and I'm not, then I want to get that time down to my time of goal. So you can gauge that by saying, okay, today I'm at 2, and by the next month or whatever time frame, I can be down at, say, 1 3/4 or 1.5 or some variation thereof. So knowing where you are gives you a foundation to know where do you need to be and how to pivot and get there. So that would be one aspect. I mean, other things with regards to CCW and pistol work is how fast can I reload the firearm? How fast can I work different manipulations such as clearing stoppages and malfunctions, working with one hand, off-handed, drawing from concealment with one hand or the support hand, and reloading and such like that from there. Can I also do the shooting drills from different positions, standing, kneeling, on the ground, on your side, urban, prone, what have you, and knowing where you are in those skill sets, gauging your time, gauging your accuracy. One of the things that we like to do at TRB is we like to set a standard for oneself and say how fast or slow can you efficiently get good shots on target first, really, really good aim. And then from there, we like to push the limit of time, aim takes a back seat, and see how fast can we manipulate the firearm for that particular drill. So now that we have two ends of the spectrum, then we can bring the two together and find that middle ground where speed meets accuracy, and that becomes our skill set time, where the acceptable spread of a grouping would be about the size of an open palm. And what we want to do is we want to maintain that speed and accuracy level until we get that grouping into a fist size on the target. Once we've gotten to a fist size, now we know, okay, we are where we need to be. It's time to push it even further. That could mean that we go faster and that spread gets bigger. That could mean that we transition from one position to another or some technique thereof. But all it means is changing and pushing your skill set to a higher level from that point. So I think just in that example, just a way to think about your training is certainly take a temperature gauge as to where you are in your training, whether it be the skill or the time, and gauge that, write it down. What I like to do personally is I like to track what my times are on the various skill sets, both rifle and pistol. That way, every time I come to the table and train, whether it be in dry fire or live, I know what time I'm trying to beat. I know what skill set I'm trying to get to, and I know how to push myself. If I don't have a time or some kind of measure to gauge that skill set, I'll never get better personally. I just need something to beat all the time. And as people, we're competitive by nature for the most part. So we like to compete, and what better way to compete with yourself and push yourself to be a better shooter and better defender.